And welcome back to Crash and Burn Gaming. We are in DCS again, flying the good old Huey UH-1. Lovely bird. And we are in a new mission called Batumi Air Ambulance. This is, I think, the third iteration of this. I've flown the first two several times. So the third one I'm thinking has probably got all new missions in all kind of different places. So hopefully new areas to go into, test your landing skills and all the rest of that. So as we're getting started up, I believe we're going to set our frequency for homing 40.4. Okay, on the FM. And we're going to set to home. I'm going to turn that down. And while that's warming up, we're going to turn on our beacon and turn up the sensitivity. And once we get rolling, we're going to set our compass at 30. We're a little off right now. And while we're starting up, we're going to turn on our lights, get our beacon to flash. Anti-collision lights on. And then we'll just check to make sure that we are on. Okay, looks good. Position lights should be flashing. Yep, and they are. Good. We are good to go. Actually, let's change, see what they got for liveries here for the... See what they got. Okay, that's the U.S. Army, so that's alright. You can see that one pretty good. I like that one. Yeah, that's nice. NASA, never actually saw anything. Or, never a straight answer. So let's go, I like that one.
Request rearming.
Okay, we're not going to rearm. It's gonna
Unable to comply.
Yeah, well. But the livery's going to stay, so we need to set our compass. And I'm going to say that is good. And we're going to check our homing. .4. Let me just double check that. 40.4. Oh, okay, wrong one. Turn that off. Turn that on. To our ADF. And 40.4. Should be right there. And there's our direction finder. And I believe we are ready to go. Let's...
Angle, this is Batumi Dispatch. One patient, cardiac arrest.
Okay.
University Street, 016 degree 1.2 nautical miles.
Where is our little counter there? Okay, 016. Pretty much straight ahead. Cardiac arrest. And we are ready to go. So we're going to get into a nice hover first. Let me adjust my track IR. And we are going to wait till we get a little bit light on the skids and see where we have to adjust. And we're getting light now. And we're going to pick it up real nice and slow. Don't back up. And there we go. And I think we're clear. Pretty much straight ahead. Alright, and we're going to get on course here. Actually, I don't need the direction finder for where I need to go to come back to, because I've, well, been here many times. So we're going to turn that off once we get going. We're just going to make sure we're on the right track. We're going to actually slow down quite a bit because it's not too terribly far up here, so we just want to get nice and slow, and we're just going to set that. We're just going to turn all that off. We don't need that. Okay, here we go. And I believe there it is. Maybe not. Should be over here. Looking for a smoke pop. There we go. So we just want to nice and slow. I come around to the left here so I can actually see out my window where we need to go. Get my trim figured out. They're about 300 feet off the deck. And then where do we want to come in from? Looks pretty open here. So I'm going to say you can probably just circle around and come right in from the east. Yeah, I think so. Probably from right there. Yeah. That'll give us time to get set up for our landing. And I believe I've been here before. This is actually not quite different. And the wind, we want to come in that way anyway because that's coming into the wind. We have better controls. Anyway, so that's good. And we'll just come straight in. Nice and slow. Pick this guy up. Get him to the hospital. There we go. That's pretty much what we want to do right there. Nice and slow, crawl in. This is looking good. And I blew it. See, that's what happens. See, I've just got to try that again. That was just not good. That was terrible. This is just not easy. When in doubt, abort. Try again. Go around is it's not a bad thing. Yep, I gotta do that better. I overshot. It's not easy to fly this, but you gotta do it right. You gotta come in, you gotta give yourself lots of room, lots of time to land. Not too fast, come in nice and slow, and there we go. Now we're it's all about having the right drop feet per second, or feet per minute, I mean. There, okay, so that has... Now, is this going to still be good because the smoke went away? Hope so. See, that's a little better.
Okay, we are loading.
See, that's
Stand
better.
by.
That's what we wanted to do the first time. Sheesh. I think my view is a little bit too close. We're going to back up just a bit. And adjust my track IR one more time. There we go.
We are ready to go.
Alright, so now we're going into the wind. We shall see. And a nice hover over the road, and we're just going to head straight out this way, straight into the wind, and pick her up and head back to the hospital. And I believe the wind is coming from the east, or it's going east. So let me see if I can, from the east. Okay, so we're going to come in from off the water. I think that'll, is that going to give me into the wind? Which way is the wind going there? Okay, so now we got to come in from the southwest. That way we're coming into the wind when we land. And we're right over there, so we'll come off to the end of the runway and have a nice descent in. Nice and slow. We don't want to have this fella I don't want to give him any problems. We're going to start dropping our altitude. And we're going to swing in. along that taxiway. Just up there, oh, looks like we got someone coming in or going out. Not sure if that's a chopper going in or out. There's not a lot of traffic on here. Alright, so there's our landing pad. So we're just going to come in nice and slow. Keep moving forward. Gonna put her down right. And we'll set them right down in here.
Unloading. Stand by.
That is what I call a good landing. That was awesome. By far, one of my better landings, which is awesome. And we'll just get ready and set for our next one.
Alright, the medics got them. We are ready to go.
Okay, let's get our next guy.
Angle, this is Batumi Dispatch. One patient, injured yard worker,
0.33.
Batumi Harbor, Container Depot, 033 degree 3.5 nautical miles.
Okay, Batumi Harbor, I know where that is. Looks like we got a Mustang. Okay, so let's get back in her. And we're going to slowly raise the collective, get into a nice hover. Okay, that looks good there, and we're going to head out, probably straight out, because the harbor is over to our right. We'll just fly along the shoreline. And away we go. It's high enough, I think. We'll level off here. And make our way toward the harbor. So we'll see if this is the same. It shouldn't be the same. I mean, this is the third update on this one mission, which is Batumi Rescue. But we need to figure out whether or not this is this is going to be only a few new missions, or if it's going to be all of the missions the same, just added a few, or they're going to be all new. That's what I want to know. Take a nice little scenic flight. Well, we're really having to put some right rudder into this to stay straight. Wow. Okay, well, that's okay. Fly along the beach here and take a look, see all the traffic. And the harbor's just coming up a little bit around this corner. And then we will see where we are. Some sailboats out there. Some sailboats, look at that, eh? And there's the harbor off to our right. There's a peninsula there, and then there's a dock just a little bit closer to us. What's that? Oh yeah, cabanas and umbrellas. Okay, so we're gonna take a right here and fly into the harbor and see where we gotta go. With any luck, there it is, right there. So we're gonna just come right in, I think. Right off the water. Come off to the right a little bit. And once again, we'll turn around, come right into the wind. Just want to slow down a bit. And we'll put her right down, right by that Jeep. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Get into a nice hover. We got to get down in there. Actually put it right beside that Jeep. Beside this truck.
Okay, we are loading. Stand by.
Standing by. Well, these are better landings for sure, except for that first one, which I crapped out on, but that's all right. That's all part of learning, and
we are ready to go.
We are ready to go. So we're going to set our trims a little bit, just because our weights are different, and it does affect, certainly does affect the way it flies. Alright, there we go. A little too far over, but that's okay. And we are in a nice little hover. Well, not really, but that's okay. And we're going to come in the same way. I think we're going to go, actually, no, if we want to come in by the wind, we need to fly out toward the southern edge of the city. Over here, over top of the docks. We'll scoot over by this road straight through, and the airport should be dead ahead, the south end of the airport. So far, so good. We are doing good. That's fast enough. And I think we're high enough so we can start leveling out a bit. Yeah, so there's the south end of the airport. Yeah, looks like we have another chopper in the air, looks like. Not sure if anyone's coming in, but we'll slow down. Can start slowing down now, going a little too fast. I'm going to do about probably about 50 nautical miles an hour. 50 knots, and then come in nice and easy into the wind, set her down, a little high. Alright, reduce our collective, get a nice descent, still going a little too fast. That's okay, once we turn into the wind we'll slow down pretty quick. Got lots of time to adjust. There we go. 500 feet per minute. Looks good. And looks like we've got someone just turning off the runway. And that is a hind. Looks like a hind. And that is a hind, yep. The MI8 or MI24. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Just want to come in nice and slow. Don't want to get into a hover yet. Keep going forward over these fence posts, or these not sure what those are. Flags? Those are flags, I guess. I'm gonna set her down right there.
Unloading.
Yeah,
Stand
these
by.
are way better landings than I'm used to. Which is nice, because that's been Takeoffs are fun. Takeoffs are easy. Setting back down, a little harder. We may do one or two more, and then we'll call it a day.
Alright, the medics got them. We are ready to go.
Sweet. Good to
Tangle,
go.
this is Batumi Dispatch. One patient.
4 nautical
accident,
miles.
Heavy bleeding. Eastern suburb. Yard at the end of the street. 073 degree 4 nautical miles.
073 degrees. 4 nautical miles. Okay, so we got a ways to go. Oh, 7 degrees. 073. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so we got to get going that way. So let's turn around. See if the coast is clear. Don't see anybody coming. Let's take off to the south. And then we'll turn in. Probably should have turned into the wind. That's, yeah, that's probably what we should have done. But that's okay. Four nautical miles. And we'll pick up some speed. Oh, gotta head out to the right direction. And we are going to be way down into the valley. Over this hill goes into the resident or the industrial area, I believe. Looking good. Everything's in the green. We're still good. Let's try to do one of these. Flyby. That's a nice looking chopper. This is going to be quite a ways up, so we need to really watch for that smoke. It's probably in the foothills of the mountains, I would say. It's quite a ways. Five, 6 minutes. As long as we stay on track. Shouldn't have any trouble seeing it. That's it? Oh, no way, that's too close. That's not 4 nautical miles. Okay, so looks like we're gonna come and do a right-hand pattern right through those trees into the smoke. And that way we are coming right dead into the wind, which is exactly what we want to do. We're going to go over here by these hills. by the tree line here, by the power lines, and then turn around and start descending. And we are going a little bit too fast, so we need to slow right down. Not quite as nice as I usually go, but I've kind of stalled out there for a bit. Now we're... That's better. We're going to go right up here.
Okay, we are loading.
Nice.
Stand
A little
by.
rocky there. Adjust my chair and adjust my track IR one more time. There we go. And we're going right into the wind, right over the top of those trees. Alright, we're good to go. Raising collective. We'll have to push the stick forward a little bit because we're into the wind. Lift her up. Catch the wind. Alright, there we go. And up we go. Nice and slow. Alrighty, and away we go. And we'll go straight through there. And that will take us pretty much straight to the airport. And so far, so good. Don't get a chance to go up here quite very often. Yeah, it's quite nice scenery. Wouldn't be a bad place to go and visit if there wasn't so much trouble there. Right? Looks like beautiful country. And there is the edge of town. So we're just going to keep flying straight over these trees. And it should be dead ahead. I actually should try my hand at making missions. And there's the edge of the airport right there. We'll just head straight for that. maybe make some missions for way over there. Like there's a, haven't been over there at all actually. Across the river. I don't see any traffic coming in. And we're coming straight in. Gonna start dropping down now. This one, we're going to nail it right in the middle. Right in the middle. Without getting into a hover until just before we touch down.
Unloading.
Beauty.
Stand by.
Okay, one more. Doing one more. My chair seems to be sliding around a little bit, so I gotta move it over. And adjust my track IR. A little.
All right, the medics got them. We are ready to go.
There we go. Alright, one more. We'll do one more. Oops. Previous menu. Other.
Angle, this is Batumi Dispatch. One patient, injured
119.
swimmer, Batumi Beach, North Point, 019 degrees 3.4 nautical miles.
Okay, that's probably where that beach we betcha that's that beach we flew over just earlier. Okay, let's there we go, that's a better hover. Okay, that is nice. And we'll just keep going. Looks like we're clear. We don't really have that far to go. Since it's on the beach, we'll just head straight out. And then along the beach. And we'll run into them, probably right at those tents that we had saw earlier. Little squirrely. Yeah, definitely. We'll go along the beach because that way when we see the smoke we can just come right into it. And we got lots of Lots of room to land, lots of room to set up. Drop down a bit. And we'll slow down. Boy, we are like right rudder. Big time. And I bet she's right just up there. Yeah, we're getting pushed pretty good over here, so we gotta get a little bit over to the left. And I'm expecting to see smoke here real quick. So I'm going to start slowing down a bit. I'm not exactly sure. Could say he was on the beach. Might be farther up here. Can't be too far now. Now, if he's up by that building, then we've definitely have done this mission before. Not sure if I missed him or not. Did I miss him? We've still got a little bit of beach. There he is. Okay. Just didn't go far enough. So we are really getting pushed around. I'm going to have to go around that to the right and then come into the wind, because that's just a super strong wind. I do not want to be landing into a crosswind. Alright, perfect. Just come right in off the water from the east here, southeast, northeast. And we'll probably there we head into the wind. And we'll set off just to the left of that smoke. There he is right there. Actually, we'll sit down right here, right in between, because I'm thinking that's where they are. Come on, get forward. Boy, that's a strong headwind. There's the crowd, rubbernecking. And that's probably where the guy is right there.
Okay, we are
Set
loading.
her down,
Stand
beauty.
by.
I think I'm getting the hang of this Huey here.
We are
That's a
ready to
nice,
go.
nice looking livery here. All right, we're ready to go. So let's get back in the air. Which way is the wind's that way? Good there. Scoot off to the south end of the city. And we'll scoot off to this way here toward that chopper. Come around again like we usually do, and right into the wind and set her down, and that'll be that for this edition. I like the rescue missions. There's not a lot of pressure other than, you know, I don't mind shooting guns and rockets, which is awesome. But this really helps you concentrate on your landings and your takeoffs, which are two most important things. If you can't land, you're gonna die. If you can't take off, well, you're gonna die. And the smoother you are, the better pilot you become, the more fun it is, because then you can go anywhere. I have put this thing in between two buildings where there wasn't a lot of room. It was sweat pretty good, but I did it. And that's quite the nice feeling when you can do that. I didn't think I was going to make it. It was quite the surprise. I thought for sure I was going to be toast, but it was a really tight street in Cannes. And there was no room for error, like probably 15 feet on each side. That sounds like a lot, but when you're in the chopper, that's not much. It sure don't look like, looks like a foot or two. Alright, we're going to start slowing down. And we're going to start dropping in. Turning into our flight path here, landing path, and we're going to try again, coming about 40, and try really hard to put it down right in the middle. And so there we go. Now I'm going to keep this. I want to keep the landing zone right about there. Actually, I'm coming too far, coming down too fast so far. And we don't want to hover too fast. We want to get right in there. Now we're coming in at a nice pace. Pull back. Start slowing down some more. And that's looking good. Don't stall, don't hover. We don't want to hover. We want to get down. There we go. that was a little better. Yep.
Unloading. Stand by.
All right, I think we did pretty good. And I think we're going to stop there. And I think we did pretty good. I think those landings were a lot better than what I'm used to.
All right, the medics got them. We are ready to go.
I think we're going to leave it at that before I do crash and burn. So we're just going to pop this off, slowly down. So we're going to slow down the throttle. And so that's great. And catch you on the next time on Crash and Burn Gaming.